Hello everybody, Tyler here. It's been a long time, but a lot of people have been asking about the monster box, so let's go ahead and take a tour of my monster box. I have quite a bit of monsters here, and it's actually quite clean right now. I have a lot of extra space. This extra space was used to farm skill ups. Last time I was trying to farm, let's see, Lakshmi. I managed to max her out, and in the process, actually, I have Asteroth as well. Let's see, where is she? Right here. I plan to use Asteroth, but it's quite fun going through the whole process of skilling up. Sometimes it's really frustrating when you don't get at least one for every 5 you feed, but let's go through the list from beginning or from fire all the way down to dark, and I'll show you some of my maybe key monsters, my key cards that I have. Let's see, I have Kagutsuchi. He's actually one of the first gods I've ever gotten. He's been very helpful for farming the Thursday dungeon, and I think that's about it. He helps me farm the Thursday dungeon, and also for the little lits. Let's see, where are they? These little guys. Over here I have Freyr. I used to have a Gomon. Gomon was actually my King of the Gods leader way back in the day, before I played Raw. And so I had a Freyr. I haven't managed to max him out though. I have this Zeus Vulcan and Hera in case I wanted to evolve, let's see, Minerva. I have 3 of her, so there's 2 from there. And so, I mean, if I ever get the chance to make a Minerva team, I definitely have the materials available to me to evolve. I also keep these little dragons in hand just in case. I think we're getting new red flower or flower dragon evolves, so make sure you don't sell those ones. I have a couple of red Valks. I have actually really good pieces for healer teams, but I don't have a healer team set up. Let's see. Echidna is always a good card to feed your plus eggs to and to put effort into maxing, because she's just so versatile. She's wonderful stats too with her ultimate evolution. Back in the day she didn't have her ultimate evolution, and she was still just a wonderful card to use. A couple of, let's see, Dino Riders. The Riders, in the past, before they got their ultimate evolution, it was such a pain to roll these guys in the random egg machine, and I'm so glad I held on to them because they're so useful now. I have Green Zhuge Liang, and the Green Rider is actually very helpful. These guys are getting they're getting buffed. Ifrit, let's see, there's Ifrit, Tiamat, Leviathan. These dragons that have the same kind of active, they're getting a lot of buffs, and I always thought they were secretly powerful, so if you have any of these guys, keep an eye on them. I think they're really useful to put on teams. Here we have Folklore. I actually was thinking about putting Folklore into my Haku team. So you'd pair Haku lead with a Lu Bu, and then use Folklore at the end for that extra multiplier. I was actually thinking about using this guy, Wiz Merlin, for my Haku team as well. So it was just a little bit of experimentation. I have my own personal Haku team that's worked out for me. Let's see, I have this guy, Odin, part of the Raw team. Couple of blue Valks over here. Gabriel, one of the first gods that I've gotten that I've never used, so one of the first useless gods that I've had. I'm sorry to say that. Another Rider. Let's go down. I'd like to make a team out of this guy. He just seems so fun to play with. He's so angry. Let's see. I just got this one today, Hatsume. So I think I can actually make a water healer team. It's gonna be fun. Pair her with maybe Metatron. Green Odin. When I first started playing Puzzle and Dragons, this was the guy I really wanted. My buddy, he got this one. I was really jealous, but my first leader was actually Siren. So I'd put Siren as my lead. I'd throw a lot of recovery plus eggs, and she has like that leader skill that gives you that passive recovery. And then when you pair her with Odin, you can defeat a lot of dungeons. So Odin, Siren, I'm not sure if it's strong anymore, but that was the team I was rolling with in the past. I have these two riders, Bard Robbins. Those guys are on my Juga team. So I've been leveling a lot of grass monsters for the Juga team, and you know, I've been messing around with him, and I'm about to, I think I've settled on a team that works for me. And we'll go to my monster or my team lineups in a sec. Who else is awesome here? Next we have Ra. That's my leader. We have Sakia. I was really happy when I got Sakia, but I got her way after I got Ra, and I find her a little bit harder to use than Ra. Ra, I feel like, is more consistent, and he can have a stronger burst, so it's great. We have a Valkyrie. I have all the Valkyries except for the green one. Venus. You know, I was trying to make a healer team because Ra is going to turn into a healer subtype, and I was hoping Venus would be the card to use instead of Tsukuyomi, but she's a god and devil instead of a god and healer, so I was really bummed out. But she's maxed out, and I could use her maybe if I'm decided on a devil team. Let's see what else here. I have Fuma the ninja. Let's see, Apollo. He's been helpful for the Sakuya team. And we'll go through the teams pretty soon here. Oh, I have another Sakuya. I didn't even know that. So, I don't know, she hasn't been really helpful for me. I haven't used her too much. I find Ra, once again, just easier to use. Oh, and check this out. I have, I went on a quest one time, and I decided to max all of these King Shinies, Bubblies. I have at least one that's maxed of each. I felt like they would be helpful, and you know what? They're not as helpful as I thought they would be, just because the monsters that come out nowadays all have multipliers on them. Especially this guy, Batman, that 2x dark attribute attack for one turn. That's quite amazing. And you know what? There's another set of monsters that are going to come out that will multiply it by 2.5, and that seems outrageous to me. I'm definitely going to roll for those guys. Hopefully, maybe getting a dark or a light one. See, I have Haku number 1, Haku number 2. Both of them are part of my Haku team. I feel like Haku is a really good sub for each other. And then let's see, Persephone, another part of my Haku team. We have Anubis, great card. Tsukuyomi, part of my Ra team. We have Dark Valkyrie. I was thinking about putting her in my Haku team. Maybe if I needed more recovery, because Haku needs a lot of recovery, or subs with high recovery, because she lacks a lot of recovery herself. Let me check here. She only has 194. Let's see. Messing with the Haku team again. I had Lilith in hand just in case I need some extra movement time. She's also helpful for the Devil multiplier, because once again Haku has a Devil subtype. So I was thinking about using a Devil Haku team, and that's where the baddie came in and Lilith came in, but it didn't happen. Let's see, we have another Valkyrie here. And I actually rolled 2 of these guys during the Player's Choice Godfest. So I have to think about how to use these guys in the team. I haven't decided on how to use these guys yet. I think those are some of the key monsters that I've had. I might have skipped over a few, but if you go further down, all of these guys have been favorited up at the top here. And these are the guys I don't want to accidentally eat or consume. So I put them in my favorites just in case. And then down here I have more of the evolution materials. I have these little trophies here. Jewels of fire. These dragons are really helpful. They are each worth 500,000 experience, and then I think it's maybe 50% more experience or something like that for the monster of the same element. I've gotten 2 of these guys, and I haven't been given the opportunity of feeding it to another red monster. Ever since I ate my Gomon, I haven't used any fire monsters. And I like to keep 5 of each, just in case I find a really cool team. So I have 5 doves, 5 masks, running low on knights, or keepers. And that's about it. It's relatively clean. And it's just the rest of my evolution material here. Bunch of Tamadras. I think I'm gonna eat one or a few today for my Asteroth. I want you to go to your inbox and go and click on the CHR, and then you can see the team that you had when you first started. So it looks like my first team, yeah, it was definitely, this is my first monster I ever rolled, Kamui. I didn't know about the reset where you can just delete your account and remake for a golden egg. I didn't know about that. I started with Kamui and I farmed a siren. And looks like my first god was actually Thor. I never used Thor. He was really difficult to use in a team back in the day, and I never looked back. I was thinking about using him for maybe a Sakuya team, but it didn't work out. Once again, there's Kagutsuchi, and who's my next god? Hades. He was Dark a while ago, or way in the beginning, and then I switched him to Dark Light for Ra. I used to use him for Ra, and then I found Tsukuyomi. And you know what? You go way down here, and this is when I got Ra. I don't know how long I've been playing Ra, but I've definitely used him the longest. But it's really cool to see which gods and which cards that I've decided to keep. For example, this guy, the Tar Demon. He's absolutely useless, but I like to keep him just because, actually the top 5 monsters used to be my primary team. And then there was also a siren, but I had Echidna eat her because of her plus eggs. Alright, let's go to my teams. This is my first team. Recently, Puzzle Dragons, they allowed you to use 2 leaders. So there's your Team 1 slot, and that'll be one of the leaders that people can use. And then your active slot, which would be, my current active slot would be the Team Slot 3 for Haku, because I was farming some King of the Gods. So every time I play, or if I'm going to turn off my phone for a while, I kind of try to keep 2 monsters active at once. So if I have Ra here, or if I'm using Ra last, then I'll switch this one to Echidna. So I'll switch to Awakening type. I'll switch this one to Echidna, and then I'll use Ra, And that way, you'll have Ra as your number 1 team, and Haku is your number 2 team. I don't have anything else in this first slot. It's pretty much for my friends to be able to use 2 monsters at once. And it's usually Haku and Ra, but recently I've been messing around with Zhuge He's the Zhuge Liang 2-prong video is actually really hard to use, so I've been trying to think about ways I can improve his consistency. Next, this is my Haku team. This is the speed demon of a team. It does everything really fast. You can farm Athena in no time. And I have my Haku lead and my Haku sub, both maxed. Pandora's maxed. Persephone is maxed. and there's no fodder for Batman. I don't think there ever will be, so I'll have to use the new coin dungeons to level this guy up, but I don't know if there's a need. He's up relatively quick because of so many skill boosts. Next, I have my Zhuge Liang team. I have Zhuge Liang here. He is almost 297. I'm missing a lot of attack. Waiting for those attack plus eggs. We have Athena, 2 Bard Robins. I had a Sasuke in here before, but the Bard Robins actually changed the water orbs to wood orbs. Sasuke changes water to wood, so it was kind of redundant of a skill when you start changing multiple times in a row. So I decided to put Asteroth in here, and I haven't evolved her, and you know what, we're gonna go and evolve her in this video just in a bit. My next team is Anubis. I was making this team to show you how to use the retrace method, and I don't use this guy very often at all. Next team is the Kagutsuchi team. He's just a one-man army, and he just does Tuesday dungeons. I put him by himself because he has a red and dark element, and I can just speed things up if I match greens or hearts. There's no combo counter, so you save some time there. This is my super time extend team. Let's see, this is my S rank team, so it's a low rank team. These guys over here, they're number one in rarity. They have 1 star, and I think their stats are actually pretty good for 1 star. So I've kept one of these and their evolutions as well, just in case the S requirement is a little bit lower. I can use maybe stronger monsters. I think there are better 2-star monsters though. This is my Kirin team, Kirin Dream team. I don't use her at all, but I would use her in dungeons that don't have any dark orbs, and that's quite rare. But this team has a lot of burst potential. And that's about it. You know, I'm going to be rank 400 soon. I'm going to get a 10th slot. I'm probably not going to use it. I really only use 3 teams. My Raw team, Haku team here, and the Juga team. That's about it. Let's evolve Asteroth. I'm really excited. Let's see. I wonder what are the requirements. I hope I have them all. Let's switch to the page here. Looks like I need a green knight. Yeah, got one of those. Rainbow keeper. One of those. Green mask. That and that. This guy. Alright. This is the attacker Asteroth. So we're losing some recovery. We're gaining a lot of attack, and then we'll get the attacker subtype so Zhuge Liang can boost her attack. I'm going to evolve. Yes, please. Asteroth. Awesome. I think she fits very well in the Zhuge Liang team. I'm going to feed her some Tamagers too. I think she requires 4. Yep. And so she'll be very efficient in a Zhuge team. I don't know if she's very useful as a leader herself. She can probably handle some descents, but maybe not all. So this is my new Zhuge team. The really cool thing about this team is that you can work on the 2 prongs, and with this Asteroth in your team, you can actually work on row enhances as well. We have 2 from her, and then we have 1 from each Bard Robin, and let's see, 1 from Athena. Juga doesn't have 1 himself, but that's 5, and that's kind of the threshold, so row enhances won't be a disadvantage when we use it. I'm really excited to use this new team. Anyway, that's my monster box. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I am going to read some of your comments, and then I'm going to plan out more videos for you guys. I've been asked to make videos that are more newbie friendly, so we'll talk about maybe orbs to pick, or maybe strategies or approaches to improving yourself, and that will come up next. We'll be making more gameplay videos. I know the coin dungeon was recently released right here, so maybe we can do some of these, but we'll see. Anyway, if you like, please click on Ra or Haku, and until next time guys, have fun.